Welcome back to A Home to Love. And if you're new here, my name is Delina. I am so happy that you chose to spend some time with me today. And this is our very last video of the year and the last in the Christmas decorating series that we've done. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I have really loved connecting with you guys this year. Gained so many great friends. I am very blessed with the subscribers that I have and the community that we have built that is a very uplifting, very positive community. And getting to know you all through the comments, and I look forward to seeing you and chatting with you. That being said, next year, because I take a little vacation here for the next couple of weeks, I have decided I am going to move my posting date from Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Central Time. We are going to be moving it to Fridays, 5 p.m. Eastern Central Time. I just think it's a better fit for my channel, and the YouTube analytics tell me that that's a better day for posting, so that's what we're going to do. How have you been? Have you got all your Christmas decorating, your Christmas shopping done? It's crazy out there. Y'all need to be careful. I try not to go into the big stores if I have to. It's just nuts. I almost got hit twice just coming out of Hobby Lobby. Like, you women need to just slow your roll. I know Hobby Lobby went to 60% off Christmas this week. So I'm not even heading there because that just turns into a madhouse. Like I said, I'm done with Christmas decorating. In fact, I had to take some of it down because we did some projects that you're going to see in the new year. My husband had some time, so we take it when we can, and we go with the roll, and that meant taking some of the things down. I was kind of, honestly, it gets to be a little much after a while, especially since I have been decorating since November 1st, actually before that, in order to put out the videos. And by the time Christmas rolls around, I kind of just want it to be done in the house to breathe. Are you like that? Does it get to be too much? Am I the only one? So what are we gonna do today? You're probably asking yourself, okay, it's the last video. I'm gonna take you out onto my porch. I'm gonna show you a wreath that I made that I thought is super cute, budget friendly. Show you a little bit of a vignette that I put together out there. I am going to show you in the bathroom where I actually found a picture that fits better over like the toilet little vignette, and how I redid that, because the last video that you saw, I actually filmed that at the tail end of my sickness, so I still wasn't feeling 100%. Mirror is still gorgeous, still love that mirror, but I just thought the decorating just needed just a little bit more. So I'm going to show you that. And then we're going to have a little chit chat. So let's get started. Before we head out to the porch, I wanted to show you, I know, jingle, 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 the wreath that I made. Now, I took just some evergreen sprigs and glued it in with some pine cones, some ribbon. But what I really like, I don't think you can see it, is the little bottle brush trees. Glued, and glued some more. And I got them from Dollar Tree, so they didn't cost me. I got like the pack, and then I picked up a couple of the bigger ones. So I thought it made such a really super cute wreath. And then the bells, of course. And some like faux moss that kind of hangs down, because we are here in the South. But really cute idea, something a little bit different from your standard wreath that you see. I have this iron piece that hangs next to my front door, and this is where I've chosen to hang the wreath. And I think it really is super cute out here. And I don't hang it on the front door because coming in and out of the front door, the wreaths, you always like bang into them and it makes a mess. Okay, turn you around like I said, the sun is super bright here. So I have my rockers. I kept pretty neutral with a throw and blanket. I have this desk that I moved out here earlier this year. And what I've done is I've got a couple primitive trees that I thrifted a couple years back. My wreath holder with a wreath on it. These stars I thrifted, they were dark red, green, and blue, and I painted them with some cream colored paint and some wax to kind of give them a more antique look. And just the rug down here. Didn't really do anything down at the end. Left everything. I could have put a Christmas tree in the corner, but like I said, I'm keeping things pretty laid back. It is freezing cold out here right now. Georgia is having a cold snap. But that gives you the look at the wreath. And burr. I am not cut out for the cold. I was born and raised in Michigan, and many winters up there, and I have lived down here in the South way too long, and it is way too cold. Got my nails. Aren't they cute? A little Christmassy. They're press-on nails. I am a horrible nail biter, and my nails never grow. They break, they split. Doesn't matter what I do. So I use the glue from Sally's instead of what comes in the kit. And I cut them down short so I can do things. I'm not one of those that long nails. That's Sadie. She's doing good. She's doing her heartworm treatment, which means she has to be down on lockdown during that time, which is, I think, bothering me more than her. So Finn is getting better. He got a cold after his upper respiratory gunk. We got him some meds over the weekend, and that seems to be helping him. So fingers crossed that we are out of the woods as far as sickness goes with him. He is sleeping somewhere, or else I'd show him to you. All right, let's get started. We have that, and then I'm going to take you into the bathroom and show you what I did in the bathroom, where I kind of did a little bit better than what that video shows. Okay, I did manage to find a picture that I had out in storage for up here above the toilet. Sorry if you hear the dogs. And I stacked a couple boxes with some books and some trinkets. I moved that commode with the pine sprigs here, the ironstone. But I just think it's really super cute. This bathroom part of it, where the toilet is and the shower is super small. So just want a little bit of something. Here's a cute idea. I took some paper napkins, wrapped the toilet paper, and then took some ribbon. And just a little cute little touch for your bathroom for your guests. Now, in the new year, I'm thinking about actually doing a paint treatment in here, because it's just so blah. So moving back into this area, everything's about the same. Cleared off everything on the counter because husband complained it was too much stuff. Okay, another day. I have to have a procedure done on my back today, so hence little to no makeup. I thought I would share, we are all in the season of wrapping our Christmas gifts. And I thought, well, you know what? I thought I would share a cute, simple, but it has a huge impact on the way that your presents look. Takes a little bit longer than your standard wrapping, but I think it's well worth it. If you're wondering where I'm at, I'm in my studio, which is, it was the shed in the back of the yard that during the first hurricane that we suffered a lot of damage. the insurance ponied up, and my son and my husband went to town to make it my space. This is where I sew. This is where I used to edit before the lightning strike hit, and I moved my editing part of it into the house, but this is also my storage area. I will turn the camera around and show you what it looks like. You have my sink that I did a DIY on. I got it for $25 with the sink and faucet. You have my air conditioning. And then this is my work table that's covered with all sorts of stuff for Christmas. And then you see I have all my sewing stuff. And then if I spin you around, this is where all that decor that I use is stored. Yes. This is what happens when you have a YouTube channel and you thrift and you antique and people give you things to use. This is where I store all that so it does not take up all that space in the house, if you were wondering. This is the desk that my son built for me. Currently, there's a TV out here and a monitor, my Cricut. And then the cabinets that I have all my fabrics, crafting gear, that's all the fall stuff over there in bins. All right, yes, I know, it's a lot of stuff. That being said, I'm thinking in the new year of putting together some baskets or a box and doing a giveaway of some of the items that I no longer am going to be using but are still fantastic finds. And that was the heater. That's why if you hear it. Would you be interested in that? Let me know down in the comments so I can make some preparations and plans for that. So, all right. I am going to flip the camera around so you could see down what I'm doing. Okay. I've got a roll of wrapping paper that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I've got some gifts that for my granddaughter, which I hate when they put the stickers on these things. You are going to figure out how much wrapping paper you need. And then I like to at least double it for the thing that I'm doing. Okay. Set that to the side. Now, what I'm going to do, since I figured out the widthwise, I am going to take it and fold it about a third of the way, flip it over. I'm going to then make another fold about an inch in. Feed it again, another about an inch. Making sure you can see those pleats. Okay, now you can do this 2. I sometimes do 3. That's why you need the extra wrapping paper. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. I just like it to be just a little bit. Flip it again. And then I am going to take and let's do face down. And then take take some tape and secure it. Holding it up again. And I like to try to line it up. Okay. Now, on the top and the sides, you just do your normal fold. Like to fold the raw edges in. And of course that tape did not work. Okay. And I just do like that. It's just a normal little tuck. Now for the top, I will usually try to be a little bit more neater than I am on the bottom. Okay. Now, if you didn't want the tape to show, you could use two-sided tape. But I ain't got time for that. Not with all the presents for the grandbabies. Okay. And that's it. And what that allows is you to put your name tag in that little fold. And it's super cute. You tie it with a ribbon. Again, I have small grandkids. They don't like when I do it too fancy. So, but it's super, super cute. I don't know if you could see where you could tuck the name tag or a card. If you folded it deep enough, you can fold a card into there. And it is a super neat little way of doing it. And like I said, I made a little gift tag and you just put it right in there. And I think it's super cute. You do it that way, that way. So it takes just a little extra time, but like I said, it makes it super cute. And I would take a little green ribbon and wrap it around here with maybe a little ornament if I was doing it for an adult. Okay, I've tried filming this now 4 times. During the holiday season, I think we all need to be a little more patient and a little more aware of those around us that are hurting. That those of us that have lost someone this year. That those around us that are alone during this time of year. This time of year is very hard on a lot of people. I know personally I lost my mother in 1999. 2 days after Christmas. It was very, very, probably the most traumatic experience I've ever experienced in my life. It was the following year that it was a horrible time. I had small children. I tried, but grief is like, I often tell somebody, it gets better, but it will roll over you like a wave at times. It doesn't matter. It can be 20, 30, 50 years later, and it'll still hit you like it was yesterday. And I often think about that when someone is mean, cranky, irritable during this time of year, that we show them extra little love. There are more people that commit suicide during this time of year than any other time of year. If you suffer from depression, anxiety, have those issues, please, please seek someone out to speak to. I am available here on YouTube. You can message me, email me. I am on Instagram if you need someone to talk to. I'm a very sympathetic person. You can tell. Tear up. Second thing, and probably the most important thing, Christmas is not about all the gift giving, the glitz, the family gatherings, the presents. I think we commercialize Christmas way too much. Christmas is about the birth of Jesus. This is a celebration of Jesus. If you do not know him as your Lord and Savior, I would love if you reached out to me. I would love to share God's salvation plan for you. If not, please seek out a church or another person that you could possibly talk to. It is the most important decision you will ever make in your life. I'm not a pushy, preachy person here on the channel. I believe that is not my platform. I do share some of my faith here and now. You'll hear me. But I think during this time, it needs to be said. Okay, y'all. Enough with the serious heaviness. I love you all. I wish you a very Merry Christmas. And I will see you January 9th at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our next video. And you don't want to miss it because it's going to show all the projects that we've done in the kitchen. So, all right, y'all. See you next year.